UFC on ESPN, Covington versus Buckley. We're going to give you a really brief breakdown of the prelims and then an in-depth breakdown of the main card. Starting off with Josephine Knudsen and Piera Rodriguez. I'm taking Josephine Knudsen. She's had a pretty decent run in the UFC so far. She beat Julia Palastri, Marnik Mann. Those aren't big names. Those aren't the most skilled fighters. But Piera Rodriguez lost by a disqualification to Ariane Carnelosi after knocking her down. BS, honestly, but whatever. And before that, she got submitted by Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson does tend to submit a lot of fighters in the women's division. But I just think Josephine Knudsen is just more well-rounded at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think?
Same thing, yeah. Knudsen.
Okay. By what?
Decision.
By decision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next fight on the card, Davy Grant versus Ramon Taveras. Ramon Taveras has impressed me so far. I like Davy Grant, though, at 38 years of age. I'm not quite sure how much left he has in the tank. He had a canceled fight. He lost to Daniel Marcos, beat Rafael Assunção. At this point, Rafael Assunção isn't really... He's a name on your record, a big name, but skill-wise, deteriorated for sure, slowed down a bit. Daniel Marcos, obviously, is a great fighter to lose to. I'm not discounting that. I'm going to take Ramon Taveras, though. I'm going to take the younger guy. Davy Grant has power, nice hook combos, veteran savvy. But I'm going to take Ramon Taveras, just youth, I think, is going to carry him in this fight.
I'm going to take Davy Grant.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite.
All right. Next fight, Miranda Maverick and Jamie Lynn Horth.
Ooh.
Miranda Maverick is a huge favorite. I'm going to take Jamie Lynn Horth, though. She did have a loss in her last fight, or not a loss in her last fight. She had a loss against Veronica Hardy. Mm-hmm. Veronica Hardy is very good in the division. Since she started training with her husband, Dan, she's very much improved. I don't mind that loss to Veronica Hardy. And I just like Jamie Lynn Horth's striking style. Miranda Maverick has been pretty inconsistent. I thought she was going to be the future at first, but she's been pretty inconsistent. I'm going to take Jamie Lynn Horth by decision, but I wouldn't bet on it. I think it's a really close fight.
I'm going to go Miranda Maverick. Give me the favorite.
Bro's re-saying it like we're going to cut it out or whatever. Next fight on the card, Miles Johns, Felipe Lima. Miles Johns was originally scheduled to fight Cody Garbrandt. I liked that fight for him. Cody Garbrandt is a good veteran. Very, very, very skilled, but if you clip him, you can knock him out.
Yep.
I think at first it was just Garbrandt's recklessness was leading to him getting caught. As time passed, though, I think it became more of a chin issue. The recklessness or the chin kind of caught up with the recklessness. So I think now, for as much skill as there, I think he lacks chin. And I think Miles Johns probably would have found his chin at some point. Mm-hmm. Not super elite, but he's a very good fighter in the division. Felipe Lima, I like him. He beat Muhammad Naimov. Doesn't really mean much. I'm not really too big on Naimov's skills, but the way he did it, I thought was pretty impressive. I'm going to take Lima by decision.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take Lima by decision. I like Johns. He's a single-shot fighter, though, and I think Lima can string together a few decent combos and just, upset the pattern of Miles.
I think give me the underdog, Miles Johns. I think he's the underdog, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So give me Miles Johns. I think he could win this. I think by decision.
That's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Next fight on the card, Sean Woodson, Fernando Padilla. I'm going to take Sean Woodson. Very goofy movement. Very, very goofy movement on the feet by Woodson. Looks like an eel or a stink bug. I don't know, but he's built like a grasshopper. All right, let me stop. I like him. A lot more skilled than I initially thought he was going to turn out to be, but he's beaten some really good fighters. He had that win over Charles Jourdain. Charles Jourdain is a very inconsistent fighter, but that win over his was very impressive. I thought he pieced together some nice combos. His hands are really slow, but they're also really accurate, and he has very good defensive maneuvers to get him out of trouble. Sometimes he can tend to overdo his defensiveness, which can lead to him getting clipped. He'll do way too much movement where it's just unnecessary movement at that point. I like Fernando Padilla. He lost by decision to Kyle Nelson. beat Luis Puella, beat Julian Erosa by KO. Impressive. Erosa's hard to finish. Easy to finish if you can get him out of there in the first round.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Sean Woodson. I think his defensive capabilities, and he's really hard to take down. So I'm not really worried about a sub here. I'm going to take Sean Woodson by decision. He doesn't have much stopping power.
I definitely agree. Sean by decision.
Next one on the card, Joel Alvarez versus Jakar Close. This is a very, very interesting fight.
That's a good fight, actually.
Joel Alvarez is a gigantic weight bully. I'm sorry, but he's like, what, 6'2" at
That's
lightweight.
true.
Great leg kicks. Very good striking. He lost to Armin Sarukian. That's
good.
Yeah. You can forgive that loss.
Mm-hmm.
Jakar Close, very good fighter. He was on a rise. He had that loss to Beneil Dariush.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that loss, he's proven to be super consistent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Jakar Close, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Joel Alvarez can just use that length and kind of pick him apart from long range. But I think Jakar Close is kind of going to get on the inside and rough him up a bit. If not, use his grappling, because Jakar has some pretty underrated grappling. Give me Jakar Close by decision. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a close fight.
All right. Give me Joel Alvarez by knockout.
That's ridiculous, but okay.
By knockout.
Okay. This is coming from a guy who can't predict a fight to save his life, but...
Didn't he knock out his last opponent?
Yeah, but it was like... It was kind of dragging.
Who did he fight?
It was kind of dragging.
Who did he fight, though?
Elvis Brenner.
Elvis Brenner is good.
He gets dropped. He gets rocked pretty often.
So does Jakar Close.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, but like I think he can get knocked out easily.
Or said that with such confidence, it's not even true. But okay.
I think Joel Alvarez is like really good.
I'm not gonna glaze his skill set. He's a fucking weight bully. Michael Johnson versus Ottoman Azaitar.
Ooh.
Give me. Honestly, at this point, this fight is such a like pick 'em. Ottoman Azaitar was on a crazy rise. Had that long layoff, came back, and he's just looked like shit. He lost to Francisco Prado by knockout in the first round, that spinning elbow. He got up acting like it was like an early stoppage. He got dropped and rocked with some ground and pound. I'm gonna take Michael Johnson's also super inconsistent though. He beats like the fucking best fighters in the world. He has that win over Dustin Poirier. He has that win over Dustin, if I'm not mistaken. Holy shit, my brain's like fucked right now. But he beats great fighters and loses to shit fighters.
But I feel like he's washed now.
I don't know about washed.
Well, not washed. But
he just beat Darius Flowers.
He's a bit washed.
You say it about every goddamn older fighter. I don't think he's washed. I think skill set wise,
I'm not saying he's washed. I'm just saying
that's literally what you just said.
He wasn't as good as like his prime.
No shit. He's fucking like 40.
That is true. You're right.
38.
You got a point. Shit. He's 30. Yeah.
I don't think he's washed. I low-key think he still has the same skill set. I think just like he gets caught. He lost to Josh Emmett. He got caught. He lost to Are you digging in your ear while we're watching this?
No, I was scratching my ear.
He lost to Diego Ferreira. He got caught with an overhand again.
Yeah, true.
A Darius Flowers win means jack shit. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Give me... This is a close fight because of how inconsistent they are, but I'm just gonna... I see Johnson getting caught. Johnson has power, but I just think his chin isn't there anymore at 38. I don't think he's washed, but his chin isn't there anymore at 38. And I think Azaitar, if he has anything, he has power. I think he's going to catch Johnson lacking.
All right, give me Johnson then. Give me that money.
Moving on to the main card.
All right.
Navajo Sterling, trained partner of Israel Adesanya. Very good kickboxing versus Tuco Tacos.
Tuco Tacos.
I got Navajo Sterling.
I agree.
Easy pick.
Money.
I like Tuco, but he lost to Umar Sy, who's a great fighter, honestly. Like, undefeated record by submission. But I'm just gonna back the. I think I'm gonna be honest. I'm falling into the hype of Navajo Sterling a little bit. But next one on the card, Adrian Yanez, Daniel Marcos.
Ooh, that's an interesting fight.
I'm gonna take Adrian Yanez. I just think his movement's better on the feet. Buddy, your picks are always wrong.
Give me Daniel Marcos by decision.
But your picks are always wrong. I don't know why you acted
You'll see. You'll see.
You say this goddamn every week.
All right, we'll see.
You haven't
Daniel
picked a single
Marcos
fight correct to save your life.
Daniel Marcos is going to win by decision.
No.
All right, we'll see about that.
His movement's crisper on the feet. I think Daniel Marcos has really nice combos.
Do you want to bet on it?
Sure.
Let's do it.
What do you want to bet?
I have no fucking clue.
Fucking.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah. I got Adrian Yanez by either decision or knockout. The one thing I'm worried about, though, is Daniel Marcos has really good leg kicks, and Adrian Yanez did get leg kick TKO'd by Jonathan Martinez. Although Daniel Marcos and Jonathan Martinez is more known for his leg kicks. Mm-hmm. He has way more power in his leg kicks, I'd say, than Daniel Marcos. But ever since that loss, I'm just worried about the leg kicks. But I'm still going to back the movement of Adrian Yanez and just the crisper striking, I think. Next fight on the card, Vitor Petrino versus Dustin Jacoby.
Oh,
I'm going to take Petrino. I know he got caught by Anthony Smith. It was the stupidest thing ever, though. He went for a takedown.
Yeah.
Anthony Smith pulled a guillotine, a standing guillotine, and instead of kind of slamming him off to the side, Petrino slams himself right into the full guard of Anthony Smith. Apart from that stupidity, I don't think he'll make the same mistake twice, hopefully. I think his striking is good. I think Dustin Jacoby's striking is better, but he's been caught and rocked quite a few times in his last fights.
Yeah.
And I think Petrino does pack a punch. So I'm going to take Vitor Petrino by knockout. I think his fight IQ isn't there, though. I think his fight IQ is horrible, just off of that one decision. I know it was only one thing that happened, but the man slammed himself into Anthony Smith's guillotine when he probably could have just given up on the takedown and fought the hands.
Exactly.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
That was stupid as shit.
So honestly, I wouldn't bet on this fight. I wouldn't bet on this fight
just because. Vitor Petrino by KO or decision.
Vitor Petrino's fight IQ is horrible. So I wouldn't make any bets here. But
because last one, he was like a minus.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like 600 or something like that.
Something.
And then he lost.
Next fight on the card: Manel Kape versus Bruno Silva. Easy pick for me. Just give me Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva. Give me Manel Kape.
Manel Kape by KO.
Why are you acting so confident? You're horrible at picking fights.
Because Manel Kape is a GOAT. Not really. but he's really good. He has good knockout power, and he's able to like stand on. I mean, his last fight with what's his name that got
Mohamed Mokaev.
Yeah, that one was.
For as like mid as the fight was, it was a close fight. Funnily enough,
yeah.
I think Manel Kape beats Bruno Silva. I actually really like Bruno Silva. A lot of power for such a little guy, but I just think Manel Kape is going to out technique him. I think Manel Kape is one of the best fighters in the division when he's on and if he can make weight. But his recent performances haven't really shown it. I just think he needs to address that weight issue. I don't know, but I got Manel Kape. I think this is a good fight for him. Good comeback fight for him.
Agree.
Next fight of the card, Cub Swanson versus Billy Quarantillo.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
It's not hard for me. I got Billy Quarantillo.
Really?
I think Cub Swanson at 41 isn't going to be able to keep up to the pace that Billy Quarantillo brings. Quarantillo's striking isn't all there. He's a good striker, nothing crazy though. Good grappler, but the one thing he brings is pace. And I think he's going to outpace Swanson. Swanson has the better boxing, crisper striking. But I just don't know how much more he has in the tank at 41. His last fight against Andre Fili, I thought he won that fight. I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty close fight. I thought he won it, which is super impressive because Fili, in his own right, is a very good gatekeeper into the top 10.
He is good.
I just think the pressure of Quarantillo and just like, not even just the pressure, but just the output. I think the output is just going to have him winning this fight. So I got Quarantillo winning this fight by decision.
Ooh. I got, I'd say give me Billy as well, by decision.
Next fight on the card, Covington versus Buckley. People are sleeping on Covington, bro, for some reason.
Everybody's so concerned with how they're projected in their image, and like they don't want people to not like them. Most of these fighters are scared to get out of the box. They don't want to be judged. They don't want people to look at them a certain way that, he said this and I don't agree with that opinion. I don't care, man. I'm here to piss people off. I'm here to make people's lives miserable. But they're gonna go to sleep thinking about me, and I'm gonna wake up the next day and doing the same thing I do, and that's kick ass and take names.
Sleeping on him.
Bro, Covington.
Oh my god, his last fight against Edwards. Whatever. First of all, it's Leon Edwards. Way better striker than fucking Buckley. Second of all, he broke his foot in the first round. So, like,
Okay.
say what you want about Covington. What is Buckley's not? I don't think Buckley's gonna knock him out. Covington has a very good chin. Covington has great output.
He got KO'd by Usman.
TKO'd.
Yeah,
Covington has great output. Great wrestling as well. I think he can out-wrestle Buckley.
Really?
I think he's gonna string together the combos and go in for the takedowns.
I think it's the strength of Buckley. Like, you know how he, like...
Yeah.
Like, when you try to, like, wrestle, he's, like very, like... very...
Yeah.
He does everything with power. You know what I mean? Like, if he wants to take you down, boom! He's gonna slam you on the ground.
Give me Covington.
He's very strong. I think Buckley.
Give me Covington by decision.
Buckley
I'm so
by
confident
KO.
in this pick. Bucky.
I said Buckley.
Give me fucking Covington by decision, bro. What's so funny?
You said Bucky.
I thought that's what you said.
No, I said Buckley.
Give me Covington by decision.
Buckley by KO or submission. I said it there.
Fuck?
I said it there. Kobe got taken down by Leon Edwards.
In the last round after having his foot broken. What submission even ended up close to happening there? Nothing.
That's true. Okay. Give me Buckley by KO.
Not a bad pick, honestly, but I got Covington. I think he gets it done.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we have... Is this the last fight of the... This is the last fight of the year. The last
Holy
card.
Shit.
I'm honestly excited for 2025. We're going to be so much more consistent, posting weekly. I promise you we're going to blow up in 2025.
100%.
I can feel... I think I said that with no confidence.
I said it. I said...
100%. Why you look off to the side and you said to 100%? Like, what the
I
fuck?
said 100%.
Oh, nah, bro.
100.
Like shit?